Heyo, Jojo here, and welcome back to another episode of Fausts Alptraum. Yeah, last we left off, I was freaking struggling on finding what to do next, but finally realized that I had to go through these doors that I never inspected before, so there was that. I believe I unlocked both sides already, and we didn't really get anything but this small spade. So it looks like we'll have to dig, but I'm not entirely sure where they want us to dig. Do I cut this doll open? Is that what you want? Draw out a mouth. Oh, okay, yes. Use the plate shard to draw a rip in the cloth. The slit was carved into where the mouth should be, but the face is still empty. Can I put the fish eye in there? Install the fish eye into the doll. Yes! Okay. Stuck the fish eye onto the doll's face. Safety deposit box opened. Got a painting. It's the pig painting. How much you bet? It's the pig painting. Oh, it's this room. This room. Found you. Okay. And... Alrighty, we're putting the wooden frame in here. Hang up the picture framed in a wooden frame? Yes. Oh. Little brother. Oh, that's so messed up. I thought it was... The sounds of something being opened traveled in from outside the window. The door on the other side is open. Okay, now I go back to the kitchen. Oh, that was so morbid. Just some pork links. I guess that's what happened to the little brother. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, there's a small crack right here. The dirt had been disturbed previously. Now I know how to where to use this. Yes, dig it up. Dig it up, dig it up, dig it up. A yellow gem. Sybil. The cat! Got a bracelet. Piece of old tattered paper, barely legible through traces of dirt. Crunch, 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 crunch. The cat in boots ate the monster. Oh. He's red now. He's very red. Yikes. But I do believe I can give the gem to those brats in the room upstairs. Here you go, you brats. Is anyone there? But the mail slot flipped open with a quick shlick. Elizabeth inhaled sharply, but still peered into the darkness with relative calm. She didn't want to stick her hand inside, so only pushed the rock in and didn't hear it fall to the ground. A long silence. She brought it. What now? It's here. She could make out hushed conversations. I don't care. I'm so bored. Let's play a game. A scattering of slightly hysterical laughter. Come on, let's play a game. And? Hide and seek. You know how to play, right? It's hide and seek. You're it. What? Bam! Oh. Goodness. You little demons. She almost fell into the doorway as the door opened suddenly. They're children. 3 figures fully a head shorter than her scurried out. Her eyes only caught the hems of their shirts before they swiftly vanished down the stairs, leaving behind only the echoes of their laughter. It's a jewel that was just been thrown in. I got it back. Sweet. An old and worn leather book. Old diary. November? Marguerite's situation is quite strange. She hides herself in the blankets and starts at every sound. I can't even go into the room. Dr. Wegner seems to know something, but as usual tells me nothing. We were relieved when her condition seemed to have improved a few days ago. Now it seems to have been a lie. I braved the snow to come to the hospital and happened upon Dr. Wagner. She had cancelled her plans because of the weather. Marguerite still hides behind a firmly shut door, and the occasional teary sniffle makes its way out. What on earth is wrong? She's been like this before, but would break into a smile whenever she saw me. The heavy snow has halted traffic, and the door is worried. The doctor is worried that his studies will be forced to terminate if more supplies do not arrive soon. What kind of research is it that causes him to always have to cover large distances to source material instead of obtaining it from nearby towns? I'm happy to help if it helps Marguerite's situation. Despite saying this, the doctor still refuses to let me enter the cellar. Weak-looking patients continuously emerge from the door. Perhaps it's better if I stay away. I hurried to leave the hospital while traffic was still moving. Although Marguerite's condition is very concerning, the situation isn't improved if I continue to stay there. It's been like this from the start. She could always see things we couldn't, or talk in languages we couldn't understand or answer. Mr. Valentine? Maybe. Probably. Believes she's intentionally causing trouble. I wish they would understand, otherwise Marguerite will never get better. No one at home expects Marguerite to come home anymore, or perhaps the hospital is her home now, and the doctor who's been a constant presence since childhood is her mother. Oh. The memories are barely there. When I was lost as a stray cat, she was the one who smiled and extended a hand. She's the reason why I exist today. I will definitely go back and visit with flowers. I'm willing to do anything for a glimpse of her smile again. D.B. Sybil. The cat. We're reading the cat's diary? An old... its sound stopped as soon as it was disturbed. Good, it was kind of getting annoying a little. A small hand axe. Nice. Was there anything in the room? It was locked. The label next to the door read data room. Data room. Okay. It wasn't locked, but yet the door wouldn't open. Probably because I have to find those rascals who ran. Oh! Okay, that scared me a little, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But welcome. Welcome, Mr. Kitty Cat, to my adventures. And thank you for scaring these goddamn rats off. I guess I can use a tiny, pickaxe to try and... Still the same. Confine me, or I'll come find you. Where would these brats hide? Perhaps in the kitchen. That's a weird sound. The record player turned with a rolling sound. So I think I'm getting somewhat close. What's this? A pig's tail poked out. Ah! He stirred up clouds of dust as he ran out with a panicked yell. Oh, I found one of you. Oh, okay. So that's how I'll be able to tell where y'all are hiding. Nice. What is up with this crack? There are cracks on the floor. It looks like it would be easy to break if stepped upon. Hack at it with a hand axe? Yes. Okay. Go down from there? Yep. Why not? It'll probably get us into a room we could not access before. Oh, we landed on top. Lovely. Astrology and Life, the Wheel of Fortune, is a particularly unique tarot card. A wheel comprised of 3 concentric circles hangs in the middle of the card. The innermost one represents creativity. The middle one symbolizes the forces of being, with the outermost one standing for the physical world. There are no symbols on the smallest ring, as creative potential is infinite. Okay. this. We are saving this bitch. There's stuff up there. Oh! Oh! Okay, I have no clue what I want to do with that. There's something shiny at the top of the bookcase. Although a bit tall, she could just barely reach it if she stepped here and... Oh dear, this is rather dangerous. The shadow suddenly flowed in. Oh god. Why are you messing with me? Locks the color of black widow spiders swept Elizabeth's face. The demon smiled beneath its eyelashes, in stark contrast to Elizabeth's wide-eyed stare. The black cat emitted a high-pitched screech and jumped away, snagging the dress in the process. Aw, darn it, not again. There's no way of knowing where to find it again. Hmm? What? Who are you looking for? That fellow? I think you should refrain from spending time with that. Huh? It follows one around for no reason. It's quite serious and a bit fussy to boot. It threw a fit over the smallest thing. Best stay away from it if you don't want needless drama. The demon cocked its head and nattered away incessantly. But it's the only thing here that helps me, Elizabeth mumbled. Eh? What's that you say? No one here will help you. But I can help you if you want. You only have to ask. You want this, right? The shiny thing was revealed to be a key when the demon plucked it. Here you go. The key was brought next to Elizabeth's face with surprisingly straightforwardness. This sudden gesture of kindness actually made her feel uneasy. I can get it myself, Elizabeth said as she withdrew her hand, to which the demon raised an eyebrow. Those purple lips smirked, and it didn't move back to give Elizabeth any space. All right, then get it yourself. The key flew back up top. I feel like you pushed it higher. Now it's too tall to be reached, even on tiptoes. If only someone could jump there. Like the kitty cat? The Book of Splendor, Book of Creation, the Book of Revelation. Alright, more books. More books. And more books. You must understand. From 1, make 10. 2 will go on its way, with 3 closed behind doors. You will be prosperous. From 1, make 10. 2 will go on its way, with 3 closed behind. Abandon 4, from 5 and 6. So says the witch. Match 7 and 8, that's how it's done. 9 is 1, but 10 is none. That is the witch's sum. Oh, okay, this is for the block puzzle. 15, 15. Blank 15, 15. I'm so slow as it is. Ooh, okay, big words, I guess. God collected the dust in the first hour, conceived of Adam in the second hour, formed Adam as vague shapes in the third hour, knitted his body together in the fourth hour, bestowed him features on the fifth hour, imparted Adam a soul in the sixth hour, and Adam stood on his own feet in the seventh hour. Sixth hour, his soul. Some theologists believe that Adam was a type of golem, an empty shell before God infused his body with a soul. Got some matches, yay! Praise of Folly, the education of Christian Prince. Okay. The interpretation of dreams. Dreams are interrupted by the presence of reason. If one remembers it is actually a long weekend when dreaming of hastily getting up and going to work, then we may realize that this is just a dream and wake up. Even nightmares will appear as real as the physical world, as long as the conscious mind does not notice the irregularities of a dream. One may wake up from a dream if one observes the illogical aspects of their surroundings. Okay. Things. The interpretation of dreams. Freud believed that dreams only serve to fulfill hidden desires. The brain will subconsciously seek to accomplish hopes and wants. For example, a hungry person might dream of feasting on a grand table. If his feet are cold, then he might be walking barefoot in the snow. If his throat is sore, then someone might be choking him, etc. Okay. There we go. Up the ladder we go. A few torn scraps of paper. I visited the hospital again, and so did he. He called himself the doctor's research partner, but he seemed very unwelcome. I've seen how he interacts with Marguerite, and it's the first time I've seen her smile so happily at someone else. Although I'm loath to admit it, but perhaps he is better suited to keep her company than I am. Please respond to her loving kind, I implored him. Marguerite is willing to meet with me. It seems that she has isolated herself after she was forbidden to meet with him. After all, she is one of the research sponsors. His target is the doctor and me. Anyone could see that. Strange noises are emitted from the laboratory at night. Are there rats in this establishment? The weather has deteriorated so much that the trains have stopped running. It is my first night here. One short night has been enough to change my mind about this place. How does Marguerite endure such a sinister place at night after night? He left after giving me the key to the cellar. I have no idea where he went after he left. The wind and snow show no signs of stopping. Strange chattering sounds mixed in with the winter wind are coming from downstairs. I will sneak downstairs for a peek when the doctor returns to his room. Put it with the old diary. The sound of song playing by the record player came from afar. A scene that had been seen before somewhere. This doesn't seem right. It's locked. What's this? It was founded in 1930 and sits in a picturesque mountain valley, providing a place of respite in a rural countryside that lacked medical facilities. It has recently garnered plans to leverage the government subsidies in order to expand. Hospital director Diane Wagner is a scientist. When her brethren were troubled by the country's unrest, she noticed that the nation's true weakness lay, or where the nation's true weakness lay, and decided to throw herself into medicine. Being cured isn't a matter to be ashamed of. The hospital director advertised that facing problems head on was the most effective cure. The doors in the Garden of Hope would forever be open to patients in need. Okay. Ink and paper. Yes, please, and thank you. Actually, I'm going to save in another spot. I'll save in Diary 6 as well. Memo. He came to visit the mayor's poor daughter. I don't know when they met each other. This is really quite devious. Is he here to expose me or to take away my benefactor? I know he's not interested in her. It's plain to see who he's really looking at. Is it, though? Yes. I'll go with Diary 1 for that one. Okay, then. I had to say the triplets were house imps after Marguerite accidentally saw them. Yes. There, finally. Whew! Snow, come down hard and cover the tracks. But I'm running out of materials. This is getting quite alarming. Yes, I'd love to save. Thank you. Memo. The mayor's eyes will be staying the night. Must lock the door. The record player turned with a rolling sound. I can't look in here? I feel like I should be able to look in here. A well-worn and dusty journal sits on the table. A fountain pen sits between the two pages. A pointed list starts at the top but stands to cover a lot of words. The first couple of lines are crossed out for some reason. List. Public hospital blood supplies running low. Opportunity to lure back customers. Emma Wolf, 7 pints. Hilda Hyde, 10 pints. I'm assuming that's... I don't know. Kidney and liver, and Conrad was just discarded. Alder, other than heart. Cornea. Pauline Mueller. And then it just gets worse. Marguerite Sean von Schneider. Flowers who bloomed at her side. Confess to her for me. Give her my wishes. Tell her she is lovely and that night and day my heart pines for love of her. Reveal to her soul the secret of my flame. Let it breathe out with you sweetest fragrances. Speak for me. May she be acquainted with the passion she has roused and of which my troubled heart has not breathed a word. Faust, the flower song. What happened? Hmm? It's the kitty cat. What are you doing here? Elizabeth bent down, but the cat didn't run away as she expected it to. Ah, yes. This is for you, she said. She took out the bracelet from her pocket, wiped off the dust on the bell, and gently put it on the cat. Oh, is that it? It's locked. A piece of yellowed mail and an envelope with quite neat and orderly handwriting on it. Mr. Valentine, how are you? My apologies for the fact that I'm the one responding on Marguerite's behalf after such a long period of time. There were simply too many things to be handled here, and the situation has only become stable recently. It's now the most charming season, springtime. The snow has melted and the temperature has risen back up to a more tolerable range. Dr. Wagner disappeared into the blizzard. I trust that you've read about it in the papers. We still haven't given up hope on waiting, and hope that you'll also pray for her return. But please don't worry. The person that we have mentioned to you in the previous letters is here. The situation here is quite as good as of now. So is Marguerite. So please be at ease. Don't try to find us. Marguerite doesn't wish to see you. The weather of early spring is still quite erratic, so please take care of yourself. D.B. Sybil. The cat. Yes, please save. Please do a save. I can't. Oh, a large black umbrella. Got an umbrella. There was an empty space that would just fit a book. The cat tried to use its front paws to reach into the bottom of the space, but its paws didn't fit. Aww. Would I put this in there? Put the diary back onto the shelves? Yes. Oh, this opened up. Something like a safety deposit box opened. An exquisite key made in the shape of a sun fell out. Sun-shaped key. Okay. Nice. Paper scraps with crayon drawings on them were stacked upon the table. The Blue Bird of Happiness. There was a kind brother and sister duo in an unfortunate family. After the unfortunate Christmas, on a sad evening, the witch told them that there was a blue bird in a faraway kingdom that bring them happiness. Thus, they took with them their burdens and set foot on their journey, leaving the unfortunate family. How to create a golem. Most believe that creating a golem starts by creating a human shape out of clay and writing the Hebrew word emeth, truth, on its forehead. The golem will wake and start to move and return to dust if the word on its head is changed to meth, death. Huh. We did see a sculpture. Maybe that was supposed to be a golem? The interpretation of dreams. Froude postulated that nightmares are the manifestation of one's desires, but that these desires materialize on multiple levels and sometimes even take form in an opposite direction. However, no one would agree that The only function of dreams is to fulfill desires. Does someone dreaming of being chased by a killer secretly wish to be murdered? Frood would say yes, because all dreams exist to fulfill desires. Homunculus is literally translated as little person from Latin and indicates a life form that was created artificially. Different methods of creation are noted in direct records, such as mixing human blood and dew in a in a mercury glass and refining it for a mouth. Maintaining it at the constant temperature of a horse's womb, the mass of matter would slowly form into blood vessels and nerves. Very morbid. Then continue to heat and add fresh blood. A small person will be born inside the flask. They appear the same as human children, but they need to be fed each month. Fed what, though? There was a piece of paper spread out, a fragment torn from the mail. The handwriting was smudged from the humidity and was difficult to make out. I cleaned the house. I wiped down everything quite cleanly, no matter whether it was the furniture, walls, railing, carpet, or that axe. It was a pity, but I also threw away my most beloved bracelet. Although I'd washed it multiple times, I still felt that it was unclean. I actually hadn't verified the significance of Marguerite's name appearing in that register of names. Perhaps it wasn't as I thought, but the me at the time was unable to think properly. I knew that it wasn't my fault, that it'd be fine if I just told everyone the truth. Someone would have naturally come by to pick this place up. But what about Marguerite? Did she know, yet still sponsor this business? Was she helping the doctor? Would she be taken away? I couldn't say a word when I thought of this. I told that person my thoughts. Please think of something, I pleaded with him. Huh. Got a long match. That's a first. Yes. Do I use the long match? This will reach the candle holder. Light it? Yes. Sweet. Ow. Let me save one more time, actually. Yes. And actually, this seems like a pretty good place to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.